That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And here's Ferran Torres. Nicely spread. Schneider. It's way to him. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Shevchenko. Saliba gets a foot in here. Ferran Torres at the moment.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Serginho. He has found a way through. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Ake is there, and he can pick it up. And it's Hazard. And that has left him in a heap. Hazard has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Serginho. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Diaz. Diaz going face-to-face with his great rival. Stojkovic. And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Oh, easy pickings there. Serginho. That has been slung wide. Oh, he's having a go! What a hit! The save was firm.
Schneider clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. He's had a shot! And a neat finish! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 11, Schneider, number 9, Stojkovic,
And it's Messi.
number 8,
Oh, strongly challenged there. Saliba.
number 20, Ferran Torres, number 27,
Barella.
Serginho, coming on the field,
Hazard.
number 19,
Pretty loose pass.
Trossard, number 7, Hazard,
And this is
number
Shevchenko.
10, Messi.
Well, that's good defending.
Number
He squeezed the
21,
play and he gave him no chance to get on the
Number
turn.
13, Barella.
Oh, that's fabulous. Ake did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
chance! And it's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Trossard. Now it's Shevchenko. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Barella. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! And that's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 21.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, well played, well sorted. And it's Messi. Trossard. He is just caressing the ball. He's having a hit! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Serginho. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. 5 minutes left on the clock. And that's really... Messi! Well, he caught that cure, but no end product. Van Dijk picks it up from the goal kick. Messi. And it's Shevchenko. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's intervened well there. Ake.
There will be
And
5
here's
minutes added
Shevchenko.
time.
No way through. Can he spark a counter here? That has been... really is that simple. 5 minutes to add. Messi. And here's Trossard. Lovely feet. Tries one from range. Off the post. Oh, impressive strike.
Substitution.
Corinthians are making a change now.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from...
And that will be the final act. Indonesia pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Time for the first of the anthems. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. So we're up and running. Now it's Ferran Torres. Trossard in acres of space out wide. Rice. And it's Stojkovic. Schneider has it out wide and in space. Camavinga did well to stay calm there. Now who's going to be first to this? Chance! And he's managed to get rid. In with the challenge. Foyt looks to the other side. And smartly reclaimed. Foyt. And it's Stojkovic. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. One is ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Stojkovic. Foyt. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Son Heung-min. Modric. Now Neymar. Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. Rice powering forward here. Schneider has the space to scheme. Schneider! Oh, it's hit the post! Rice. Foyt. Rice. Can he get on the end? Real chance! And he's done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Tunisia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Serginho. Indonesia already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And it's made its way to him. Neymar. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pressing high and with purpose. Now Modric. Rijkaard. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he is deftly away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Camavinga. Stojkovic. And it's Rice. And Serginho. And here's Ferran Torres. And that was asking for too much. Camavinga. Vardiol. And it's Camavinga. Stojkovic. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Ferran Torres.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Cafu. Now Zabani. Vardiol. Zabani. And it's Rijkaard. Kudus. He has found the way through. Now it's Son Heung-min. Kudus. And he was a... It's Son Heung-min! And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Played out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Stojkovic! He's delivered all right! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Indonesia with the lead. Vardiol aimed beyond the defence. He's got away. Camavinga proves just... And the finish! And there's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That's the end of the first 45. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So straight into the second half.
Indonesia are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Ferran Torres, and he has been fouled there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Schneider is behind this one. Schneider! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Vardiol has a look and plays it forward. Rijkaard knocks it into space. That looks a cracking ball. It's Son Heung-min! And he couldn't finish.
Son Heung-min has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Zabani. That has not gone well. Trossard. Saliba. And Serginho. And it's Hernandez. And here's Ferran Torres.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rice does well to get it back. And it's Snyder. Rice is being harried and hassled.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Stojkovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serginho. Hernandez. Stojkovic. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Ferran Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Tunisia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Schneider plays it short. Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Tunisia choosing to make the first change. And it's Neymar. Rice. To Barella. And it's Hernandez. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Rice. Foyt. Barella. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And it's Azar.
Oh, great feat, that.
Pinches it off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right?
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Saliba. Foyt. This is it then, now or never. And it's Barella. And it's Barella. To Hazard. Oh, that's nice. And this is Neymar. Tries to play it through. Caught offside that time.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Barella. Now, can they get him away? Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. So, what can they make of this? This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And this is Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! And no mistake. And they've got their lead back. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
But inscrit après 85 minutes de jeu par le numéro 18.
Tunisia have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Barella threads one in.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
I think we're just about done here. That's beautifully weighted. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Son Heung-min. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Shevchenko, played out to the left flank.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, good take in a good area. Tunisia clearly... And that will be the final act. Indonesia proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. So there we have it, Jim. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals.
It's Snyder! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Snyder clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Snyder. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba. Foden. Kane. That's destined for the flank. He's picked his way through. Now here's the delivery. Keeper's dealt with that. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Hazard. Olise. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Snyder. Oh, what? Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Shevchenko! He's scored! Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Convertido en el minuto 18. Número 21.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he's managed to get free. Plays it in low. And it's hoisted clear.
Pumazunam clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Nuno Mendes clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And this is Kane. Olise. And the shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Nuno Mendes. Kane. Stojkovic. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Serginho. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Can he get it through? Oh, that's an excellent interception. Alexander-Arnold. Saliba. Zabani. Camavinga. That has been slung wide. Mendes in acres of space out wide. And it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Snyder. That's very neat. Alexander-Arnold. Shevchenko. Shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's going to go a long way. Camavinga producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Shevchenko. It's a really well-measured ball.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Zabani. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Now he's running away. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Skims one in. And that is the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Indonesia clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Look at this, it's a shot! It's a goal! Oh, but the flag's up.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Rice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And he was quick to react. And no, that was never going to make it. Serginho. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Indonesia are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
That's good play. Now it's Stojkovic. And this is Shevchenko.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a throw. Indonesia choosing to make the first change, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Rice. And it's Kane. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Zabani aimed beyond the defence. Saliba cuts it out. Trossard. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. And this is Neymar. Oh, such a clever touch. It's Neymar! Oh, crossbar! Stojkovic. Shot a goal! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mbappe.
Get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Shifted it to the flank. He is just caressing the ball. Trossard! Just about up to 75 minutes. Good ball, good take.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Trossard has it out wide and in space. Can he finish? He ought to be quick to recover this. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Barella. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Indonesia are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Trossard gets his head on it! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Trossard really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Indonesia, moments now away from seeing this one out. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Serginho. And it's Barella. Spread out to the left. Trossard. He's having a pop! Threads one in. And Serginho. He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think.
And the referee brings it to a close. Indonesia are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Rice claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to...
And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Schneider. Barella. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko! That's a fair try, but just off target.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Diaz. Casemiro. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Shevchenko. Schneider. Oh, nice touch. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Messi. Rice. Schneider. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. So what can they make of this? Played through into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shapes to shoot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's quick to get rid.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's going to go a long way. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nico Williams. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Hernandez stood his ground strongly. Well, they could break here. Half an hour played now. Now it's Schneider. Stojkovic. That's a good ball out wide, and he's quick to return it. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that should get the job done. Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Diaz, decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tries to get it clear. Picked out, goes for a shot! Nico Williams. Casemiro. Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Shifted it to the flank. Throw in. Now it's Bellingham.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Nico Williams. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. This is a promising build-up. That's going wide left. Now it's Diaz. Shevchenko. And it's Barella. Alexander-Arnold. And this is Schneider. He's being urged to shoot. Backward it goes. He's having a hit! And that was precious close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Zielinski. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So once again, we're underway.
Indonesia clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not...
Stojkovic. Look at the space here. Shoots! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Stojkovic. Foot in. Now it's Neymar. Zielinski. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Williams. Nico Williams will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he get on the end of this? That's been slipped through. He's found a way through. Chance! They want to be quick to recover this. And one more try! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Indonesia have their second corner now. They've played it short. And a chance! He's delivered all right!
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 56 el dorsal 21.
Indonesia with the lead.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shevchenko being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And it's Rice. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Out towards the flank. Space for him to turn and look. Stojkovic. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's put paid to the danger. Rice. And here's Schneider. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Casemiro. And it's Walker. For Messi. Bellingham. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Stojkovic. Barella. who's set up one goal so far. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. And it's Stojkovic. Bellingham getting this one clear. Barella. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No way through, so back it comes. Shevchenko. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nico Williams. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Indonesia claim it back to much approval.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 15 será sustituido por el dorsal 20. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Indonesia choosing to make the first change. Serginho gets it away. And here's Trossard. Neymar. Sommer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now Ferran Torres, and the shot! And that really should have been that.
Ferran Torres really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Indonesia have their third
será
corner.
reemplazado por el dorsal 27.
Messi with the short one. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now they can spring out of defence. Casemiro. Now Trossard. Serginho. And it's Rice. And it's Messi. He's looking wide. Walker deals with that comfortably. So their fourth corner of the game. Messi goes short. Hazard. Big chance! And he hits the net. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Indonesia have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Tries one from range! Oh, well played. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Played out wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Nice sequence of passes, this. That's that, the end. Indonesia are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Any reflections on... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're ready now for the anthems. Now that was impressive. And we're underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And it's Fernandes. Good read, needed to be. Trossard. Now he's got space here. Now it's Ferran Torres. Big shot, Ferran Torres! It's there! And we have liftoff! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Fernandes. Kane. And it's Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. Camavinga. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to pass it through. Ferran Torres receives it in a wide position. Hernandez is onto this. And it's Rice. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Schneider threads one in. Over to the right flank. He'll try from distance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And we have our very first corner. Schneider with the short one. Chance, surely! Oh, he's hit the bar! That's put paid to the danger. And here's Stojkovic. Totti always looking for that half a chance. Trossard, shot could be on. It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rice. Serginho, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi tries to play it through. Totti gets into a good position. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Guardiola picks it up from the goal kick. Can he get on the end of this? That is good alertness. Akanji is a man so notably robust. Schneider. Stojkovic. And he's forced to go back. More and more pressure on the ball here. Rice. Now Trossard. Rice. And it's Maldini. Hernandez. Trossard wants to run onto this. And it's Rice. That's going wide left. Oh, that's a shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's in a great position here. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Totti stood his ground strongly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's in on goal! Ferran Torres! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Indonesia have their second corner now. They've played it short, and he's gone backward here. He's had a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Look at the space here. Mbappe. Kane. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. They'd have to make up for that.
Tunisia just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And so the action is resumed.
Indonesia definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Trossard. Kamavinga. Kane. That has been slung wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rice. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack, and it's Sneijder. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And it's made its way to him. That's a decent clearance. Trossard. Indonesia are ahead here by what is... Decent chance! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Fernandez. Just about up to the hour now. And it's Sneijder. Looking for options for movement. Alexander-Arnold is in a really good position out wide. Ferran Torres! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
And he's lost his man here. Real chance! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Rice. And he's been shifted off it. Messi. And he's managed to get free. Aimed beyond the defence. And that has sent him sprawling.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Chance for a shot! And it's in! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Knocks it into space, and he cuts out the supply. Kamavinga. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That has not gone well. Ferran Torres is being harried and hassled.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And he was quick to react. Kamavinga. Turns back here, probably the best option. And Fernandez. And it's Messi. And here's Ferran Torres. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. He's on it, can he get away? He's shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alexander-Arnold. Can he get onto this? Stojkovic. And that's an errant pass. Mbappe. Defending was strong and firm. Looking for the run. Schneider. Stojkovic. And he's quick to get rid. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Can he get it through? Trossard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And that will be it. Indonesia